Hey guys, welcome back to my channel if you're a returning subscriber, and a big fat welcome if you're new around here. My name is Azrnyx, and in today's video we are doing another speed build. I'm actually building a cozy little A-frame in the outdoor retreat world, so that's what we're going with. I did use a reference, and I'll put that image up on the screen for you here so you can check out where I found my inspiration, or where I drew my inspiration from. As you can see, it's pretty much the same, except for the fact that I can't make an entire wall glass on like the front and the back there. It just kind of had to be the roof itself. So I mean, we may do. I am actually really thrilled with the results. I used the tool mod quite a lot for this build, as you can see as well, mostly just for these posts that you can see, and these are debug items in the season. Are they debug items? I can't remember. They're either live edit objects or they're actual objects. Either way, they are great for actually rotating, because if you've got the tool mod, you'll know that you can't actually rotate columns. So although my reference image had like white triangular featurey sort of bits and pieces, I couldn't do that. But to be honest, I'm kind of glad that I couldn't anyway, because I kind of prefer the wooden tones. It just seems to work a lot better. You know, it doesn't make it feel quite so cold, if that makes sense either. Even though the thumbnail is the house itself in a snowy environment. But hey, we do what we can with what we got, right? I have been seeing a lot of A-frames on YouTube at the moment in terms of Sims builds, and don't get me wrong, I am loving it. I had planned this one out well before I'd even seen them all, but I think they're all supposed to be fall inspired. And me, living in little old New Zealand, it's now fall here, so it's making me miss the bright orange, beautiful colours that come with fall, which is heartbreaking, so please stop immediately. No, it's cool to see a lot of people do autumn builds in particular at the minute, especially because, you know, in New Zealand we are in spring, whereas I suppose in America or wherever, Halloween and the end of October is sort of about, is it Thanksgiving time? I'm not sure, because we don't have Thanksgiving in New Zealand. It's not a traditional holiday for us here. So I mean, I've always been really interested, but like I say, it's not actually, you know, a holiday here. It's not, we don't do it. Heartbreaking to some probably, but to me, I don't know any better. So really I just miss the autumn colours, and you know, the leaves and how the trees start to look. Mind you, our autumn this year, because obviously we've already had autumn, wasn't that orange. I don't remember it being very orange, if I'm being honest. It just sort of got cold suddenly, which was miserable. I don't remember all the colours, which is my favourite part of autumn. So oh well. I mean, if you're on my channel in the first place, you probably are a simmer, so you know that if we can't actually live something out in real life, we pretend that we can in The Sims. So that is our existence. No, in all honesty, The Sims is a great way to escape reality. Like if you're having a shitty day, it's a great way to just log on, and if it's your creative outlet, like it is for me in terms of building and creating houses for people to use and for people to enjoy, hopefully, then you get it as well. It's a, you know, it's a fun way to relax and, you know, unwind after a stressful or not day. I mean, am I the only one that does that? Surely I'm not. It's just, it's a great escape, isn't it? Just like reading is for me. I love reading a book to escape my own reality and get into one that's completely made up. I'm not a nerd, I just enjoy a good book. At the moment, I'm reading a really great series. It's about an assassin or a group of assassins. I can't even remember what it's called. Grave Mercy, I think. About a group of assassin girls, because there's 3 books, and they are fighting off the French or something like that, and it's kind of loosely based on history. And I'm not normally a history book type reader, but I am actually enjoying this one. My all-time favourite series of all time, and I would highly recommend you reading if you haven't already. The Throne of Glass series, amazing, honestly incredible. The way that the author writes is Like, I couldn't believe it. She has got so many twists and turns, because there's 7 books in this particular series, but each one must have been planned so that she knew exactly what was going to happen in the story before, you know, actually writing it, because there are hints as to secrets that aren't actually revealed until book 3. You know what I mean? It's just the way that she captivates and holds your attention is absolutely amazing. So Throne of Glass, if you haven't read it, highly recommend. It is a teen fiction book, but to be honest, those are quite often the best books, aren't they? Because, I don't know, they've got a bit more fantasy and imagination to them, which is what I personally am all about. There's a little bit of romance as well, which I'm definitely not against, and I say a little. Yeah, there's a lot. Well, not a lot. There's a fair amount of romance, so if you're into that thing, then by all means, join the party, jump on my bandwagon, let's swap notes, you know what I mean? Speaking of notes though, if you guys have got any books that you have, you know, really loved reading, and that are, I don't know, just really great, let me know down in the comments down below, because I am forever trying to find books to match up to Throne of Glass. Like, I have not, for the life of me, been able to find anything that I have just loved as much as that series. So please, I am on the hunt, I am looking. I mean, I've read pretty much everything by Sarah J Maas as it is, or I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but I've read pretty much everything by Sarah J Maas already, so I mean, that's how much I love this author. She's incredible. But yeah, tell me your favorite books, because I'd love to try some other ones. I need some other ones, you know, just to keep me sane nowadays. With the world and the state that it's in, everybody can use a good book, you know what I mean? Yeah, anyway, back to talking about the build. The A-frame itself, I noticed specifically that the eco-living windows actually match up pretty much perfectly in terms of color with the seasons beams that I've used, which, to be honest, is absolutely fantastic, because the eco-living pack in general, it's just got some really cool stuff. The aesthetic of the pack on the whole is pretty much what I love in Sims items anyway. The only thing is, I wish we had better kitchens. I hate the variety of kitchens that we have got in this game, and I've got just about most of the expansions and stuff in game type packs, you know what I mean? Except for the Nifty Knitting one, because I don't want to buy a pack about knitting, and the Star Wars one because it's just a shell, because, you know, I'm kind of going on strike in terms of buying from EA at the minute, like to the point where I wanted a city simulator just recently, and I went for Cities Skyline, because, you know, the Sim City version just kind of didn't really, you know, add up, according to other people or reviews on YouTube. So we're getting off topic again. Oh, and I'm dropping my words again. This isn't unusual. If you're new to my channel, I can't speak English very well, even though it is my first language. Yes. No, what I'm trying to say is the kitchens in The Sims suck. EA, if you're listening, you're probably not, but if you are, please, like, I really want some better kitchens. They're just not the greatest in terms of variations. I want to be able to color each thing specifically, because I wanted a really specific color in a build that I've just done recently as well. I wanted like a pale blue with a white marble countertop. I don't even care if we don't have different you know, style kitchens. I just want to be able to color the items differently and have, you know, swatches match. I want what we had in The Sims 3 in The Sims 4, so that, you know, for example, these stools that I'm putting down just now will actually match the counter that they're not supposed to go with, but they look good with anyway, if you know what I mean. And that's annoying for me, a builder in The Sims 4. I mean, if you want to keep your community, you gotta start helping us out, man. Give a little, please. I'm begging. But yeah, whatever. This build in itself as well, I don't think I've mentioned yet, is just a small retreat. It's just for 2 people, like a couple. I definitely played with the idea of putting a Murphy bed in as well, just so you can have like more Sims in this build, but then quickly decided against it because I don't often send my Sims on vacation with a whole pile of people anyway. I like to go just 1 or 2 people because I, want to be able to explore the area and actually, spend a solid amount of time doing that part of it. For example, in Salvador, where you go into the jungle and do all that sort of stuff. Or here, where you can go and find that, I think there's like a secret something or other that you can go and discover. But yeah, I kind of find that other family members get in the way, or other Sims get in the way when I'm trying to focus on just doing that. So my play style, more or less, is just to send 1 or 2 Sims at a time and not bother with the kids anyway. But for those of you that do like the big family vacation type thing in The Sims, I will have to build something else in the near future, I suppose, because I really actually did enjoy building in the holiday world. I don't often, to be honest, but I do thoroughly enjoy it. So who knows, maybe. The build itself is pretty much just about done. I think, to be honest, it's more landscaping from here now, as well as finishing off the deck as well, and putting a fence on, and more stones and rocks, and just general decorating outside and inside. So I'm gonna leave you to enjoy the rest of the video peacefully. Please consider liking and subscribing if you enjoyed watching. It would really mean a lot to me, and I had a lot of fun doing this build, so I'd love to know what you think of it as well. As usual, the download link to my gallery, I should say, is in the description just down below, so you can go and get this build from there. And yeah, I hope you guys are having a lovely day wherever you are in the world. I hope you're staying safe and looking out for each other during 2020. It's almost over, guys. We're almost through it. And I will talk to you all in the next one. Okay, bye.
Feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals